Hello there.
Welcome back to Movie News, where today we will be talking about Steven Spielberg, a man, a legend, a guy who is a director who has made many movies such as Jurassic Park. He even helped out with Indiana Jones with George Lucas. He even had involvement in Star Wars: A New Hope and Gremlins. Yeah, I never liked that movie. On November 6th, 2025 at 5:15 a.m., The Hollywood Reporter has released an article discussing Gremlins 3 becoming an actual thing that will happen at some point. Now, I will be putting a link to this article in the description down below, so if you want to read it, you can read it yourself. Or you could read it along with me. Who knows? Maybe, it's just... Warner Bros. Making Gremlins 3 with Steven Spielberg, Chris Columbus returning. Now, if you don't know, Chris Columbus is the guy who directed Gremlins, I believe, and Steven Spielberg produced or executive produced Gremlins. So he's a big name behind the movie. It's like an endorsement. And he probably has some creative involvement, I imagine, in the movie. Warner Bros. Is reviving the franchise after decades on the shelf for a 2027 release. Discovery chief David Zaslav, interesting name, announced the green light of a new Gremlins film during the company's third quarter earnings call on Thursday. Zaslav said Steven Spielberg is back on board as executive producer through his company Amblin Entertainment. The 1984 original film's writer Chris Columbus is also returning to produce and direct the film. Very interesting indeed. Now, my main question I have, or actually two. One, are the original cast coming back? Two, is it going to be practical effects for the Gremlins? Or are they going to go the yucky route and make it CGI? Okay, alright. It's unclear whether original star Zach Galligan will return or if the film will introduce a new protagonist. Okay, that's... I don't know what to think of that, and let's have a look at the other thing. Gremlins 3 has been rumored for years, with Columbus saying in 2020 that he'd already written a script for a further sequel and was eager to direct. I would still do it the same way. I would do it as tangible puppets, not CGI. Good. Great. That's all. That's good. Look, as I was saying earlier, now I'll close the article up because I think we've got enough to discuss for today. I'm not the biggest Gremlins fan. I watched it when I was younger. Just the first one. I didn't see the second one. I was never a big fan of it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely excited for a Gremlins 3 movie. I just care about movies making money and not being bad. So if people really like Gremlins 3 and want it to happen, and they see it and they like it, and it's not CGI and it's practical effects, then great. I really hope it, actually gets made. You know what? I'll rewatch Gremlins 1 and 2 in the time before 2027, and I'm sure I'll make a retrospective review on both of them. And if I change my mind and I realize, hey, it's actually good, then there you go. And I'll apologize for my disgusting opinion. No, I won't apologize for it. An opinion's opinion. But I will rewatch it and I'll tell you if my opinion changes once I see it again. Because it has been years and years since I've seen the original Gremlins. I just remember not really liking it too much. But things change in time. So yeah, Gremlins 3 is not a movie yet, and it doesn't exist yet, and you can't watch it yet. Anyway, bye!